Hit record.
Okay. I do see a recording red LED blinking. It is actually blinking, and it says recording on the left-hand top corner of my screen.
Okay. So, good morning, everybody. This is one of those not very formal meetings this morning, but welcome to Being Your Own CEO, a success circle for solopreneurs. We're testing out Zoom this morning, and we've been chatting about the things where all the buttons are and so forth. Pardon me. So this is about as formal as we're going to get this morning. So, but I do really want to give Paul and Vivek an opportunity to introduce themselves, because I will record this, or I will upload this to YouTube later so that I can see what happens in that process. So Vivek, you were here first, so away you go.
Namaste, my name is Vivek, and I am a software developer. I have been a software developer for a long time. Some people say I should get out and do something else, but
you're following your passion is what you're saying.
Yeah, I am. And it's not an easy thing to do these days, because software development has gone through a lot of changes. Mm-hmm. Technology changes so rapidly. I am trying to keep up with it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how successful I am, but that's where I am.
Yeah. Well, and of course, you're in the UK. Mm-hmm. And so it's really nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Right. And Paul, you were next. So how would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, hi. Hi, my name is Paul. Just a comment on Vivek's introduction. I hope the people that are telling you to get out of it are not your customers.
No.
Right. We need a little laugh first thing in the morning. So my name is Paul. I don't know. Today, what are we going to do? I'm still on a campaign to stamp out sales breath. So that's what I like to do. I'm in Victoria. In fact, I'm about 4 blocks from Lowland. I'm sure. And that's about all I got to say today.
Well, thank you for joining my experiment this morning, Paul. I'm very happy to have you here. And
always interested in experiments.
Oh yeah, right. Well, you've done this before, I understand, but Vivek and I were brand new to Zoom. So Sandy, how would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Sandy, and I'm happy to be here.
Where are you from, and what do you do?
I'm from Ontario.
Right.
I am a real estate assistant, and I'm looking to break into the online business.
Aha. And I think, Sandy, you and I met in the Wealthy Affiliate community.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So welcome here. I'm happy to have you here. This, as I said, I don't know if you caught it while you were trying to join in. We usually do it a little bit more formally within Google Hangouts, but this is an experiment this morning. Okay. So, and there's Alana. So welcome here. And you arrived, Alana, just in time to introduce yourself. And please say where you are and what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Alana Birmingham, and I'm living in Ireland, and I'm trying to make a living online. I have been trying for, let's see, I want to say maybe the last 2.5 years seriously, and probably 5 or 6 years intermittently.
Ah, right. So you're a veteran.
I still think of myself as a rookie until I see some big paychecks.
Right. And for the benefit of the others, Alana and I also met in the Wealthy Affiliate community.
That's right.
Yeah. So
yeah, I've been a member of Wealthy Affiliate for several years now. Several.
Mm-hmm. So Jay's usually here. He may pop in according to what I saw on the event page. He did say he was coming, but he's not here yet. So basically, what my plan this morning was for us to come in, look at Zoom, talk about what we observe, what we like about it, what seems to be missing, all of those things. But I really only signed up for a free version, so we have less than I think it's 40 minutes you get.
Okay.
And so I set it up so that we would spend a bit of time here, but then reconvene on Business Hangouts. And so what I'll do is I'll post the link in a Business Hangout text. Are both of you familiar with the Business Hangout text?
I haven't used it yet, no.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, let's see. So that will be an issue. You may have to go back out to within Google Plus and find the link, perhaps in my community. If you go to in there, I think you'll find a link. So that's
what's the name of it again? Sorry.
The Being Your Own CEO community on Google Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in there. You've already joined and done all of that.
Yeah.
You could probably paste a link on the chat thing here. I don't know whether it gets recorded or not, but that's one.
Yeah, but it means that I would have to open the other one, and so I would have two competing things open at the same time.
Oh, okay. For me, actually, I see a bar at the bottom.
Yes.
Where it shows me various buttons. One is mute, other is stop video.
Yeah.
Invite participants. Yes. It says 5.
Yes.
Share screen, chat.
Yes.
And I also see a record button there. So.
Yes, and we were just before we went live, Vivek and I were noticing that it looks as though both the moderator, which is what I guess I am. I don't know what the term is what term they use in within Zoom, but the host, both the host and the guest, I think it looks like both, either one can do a recording. But maybe just before we hang up, Vivek, you might try hitting that, and we'll see whether it's conflicting or competing.
Yeah.
So, Lowell Ann, I just clicked on the record button, and it says, there's a pop-up window that says, please request recording permission from the meeting host. So it looks like it'll work if you give permission.
Well, that was just exactly what we talked about just before you folks came in, was, how does that work? Because there's, I don't know that I would say privacy, but ethical issues for sure. If you've got if somebody were able to record without everybody else knowing.
Right.
So that's a good thing. Right on.
Yeah, definitely.
So the other thing that we've noticed is that you, I hear that's Paul. He's muting himself. So what we noticed was, in this particular platform, there's no automatic upload to YouTube. So when the recording is finished, I will need to go into the Zoom platform and download the recording and then upload it myself to YouTube. Whereas in the Business Hangout, when you're doing that, or even just a Google Hangout on air, you can once you're finished recording, it just automatically uploads for you. So that's a major difference from my perspective. Yeah. And the branding is not available to you until you've got a premium version. And I was wanting to do a screen share, and so I will do a screen share so that you folks can see what happens. And I'm just going to share my screen that has my introductory slides on it. And by the way, I'm working from 2 monitors. So it's going to be slightly different for people who are only working with 1 monitor. So share screen. So can you see the presentation slide?
I can see it, yeah.
Yeah. So I can really, right now, on my screen, my second screen where I have the Zoom room, I only see a little small film strip clip of Alana's face. I don't see anybody else. And I do not see my screen, the screen that I'm sharing. So I can't. I wouldn't if I were on a 1 monitor. I don't know if I would be able to how that would go. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, I just lost you. I don't know what happened there.
Oh,
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Did you change the screen at all?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's why. Because I see Vivek in my screen, and then there's a like a movie thing at the top, and I see Paul and Sandy and Lowell Ann at the top. So
yeah, if you probably if you move the mouse to the top of the screen towards the right corner, probably you would see little 2 buttons. One is
View,
gallery view
and speaker view.
Yeah.
okay, now I see you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting, I have to say.
Okay, so the other thing I wanted to demonstrate, which I kind of liked about this, and I'll go back
to just before you go there, when you were on screen share, there were a number of options at the top of it. Did anybody have a look at those?
That's where I'm going again.
Okay. Never mind.
So when I hit the screen share, it allows me to create a whiteboard. So I'm going to do that.
That's fun. That sounds like fun.
And at the top of that, there are all kinds of little things, settings, and you can choose text, and that means you can type. And so there's an eraser, and I've chosen the color of the text, and there's an undo and a redo and a clear all drawing. Let's see what happens. So there, it just wipes it out. And if I were working with, let's say I'm working with a client, and we made a list of things that the person wanted to do or whatever, we could type it in here, and then there's a button there that allows me to save it. So that's kind of a nice feature. I rather like that. So yeah. I've seen that on other platforms. Paul, you and I remember one that we used to use a long, long time ago.
Yes. Also, when you were on that that screen on your screen share, there was an option for the viewers to request remote control of the whiteboard. So I assume that that would allow me to show you something as well.
Right on. That's okay. So obviously everybody within the room here is able to do a screen share, and as part of that screen share you have the whiteboard option. So that's really handy. Vivek and I were sitting here talking about the lower third, and when we get to the Hangout, oh, there's Paul. He's sharing. We can't do. Oh, there. What's that? He's drawing.
Not well. Anyway, we're out of there.
Yeah. So we're not able to do a lower third here, although we do see, you see my full name, but I see only the first name of everybody else down in the left-hand corner. Yeah. So that's so with Hangouts on air, it allows you a little bit more branding opportunity if you want to. So what else? The other downside that we saw was maybe the fact that you had to download sort of a little application first before you were able to come in.
Yeah.
And that poses a few problems for a few people. So I mean, as a coach, I look at this and think, you know, in a one-on-one, this would be a very nice little tool. The fact that we could be doing some coaching, and then we could actually make some notes about what plans for next time would be, and then that could be saved, etc. So I see a nice usage here especially for one-on-one coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Lolan, have you used Appear-In?
yes, I have, and I like it too.
I like the fact that people don't have to download anything. They just click on the link and they come right in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, you can, like Rodney's old app, you can leave that open on your desktop and have it on your website, so that if somebody comes and clicks it on your website, you get a notification, and so you can have instant sharing with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a very, very nice feature. However, when we were doing Rodney's thing, I had that on my site, and not once did anybody ever click that. But that was years ago, before people were used to video.
Yes.
There are a lot more people now who are quite all right with video that weren't back then, you know.
Yeah,
so.
and it doesn't actually have to come in as video either. It can come in as voice, so you can block the video out on it if you want.
Now, I'm looking at the time. I want to make sure that just a second. Pardon me for looking away. I did say that I have 2 screens here, but I'm just looking to see whether I can get you the link. Yes, I can. Okay, here. I'm going to give you the link in the chat for getting to the Business Hangout in our next stage. Does it allow me to paste? Okay, there we go. Enter.
Okay, I see it there.
Okay. I have one thing, probably before you click that, probably you need to copy that.
Yes.
All of us, each of us need to copy that.
Otherwise it'll open. You'll have 2 things competing.
Yeah.
And probably it'll kick you out of this and.
So, we've got a couple more minutes. So Sandy, what about you? Do you see any value or any usage that you might make use of this in your business?
Definitely. Is Zoom free to use?
This version that we're doing right now is free.
Okay, and what about the other one that we're going to now?
The other one we're going to used to have a free version, but they've just removed the free version. But if you were doing a Google plus Hangout on Air, it is free. Okay. And when we get over there, perhaps somebody remind me to explain a little bit more about Business Hangouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the one that Paul was talking about?
Appear in.
Okay.
APE, 2 P's or 1 P? There it is.
I just put it in the chat. That's one of the rooms that I have on Appear in. If you were to click that, you would come right into the app.
Okay.
And it is free, and you can set up your rooms and invite people.
Good.
If you leave it open and people know your address, then they sort of drop by whenever they want to chat. So.
Right.
And it's somewhat similar to this. So.
Yeah. I'm just looking at my phone. Something is buzzing here. No. Okay. So what about you, Alana? Do you see any usage, any value, or any possibility for your business in this?
I wouldn't say for my business personally, but I do some virtual assistant work, and I think the software would help when we do our monthly calls. We were doing them on telephone over a free conference call thing that my manager set up, and it wasn't working very well. So I'm thinking this actually might be the answer. This works really well.
Yeah. Although
I like the collaborative process as well.
Yes. Although when you have you ever used a Google Hangout?
I've never been in a Hangout before, no.
Okay, so this will be an experience for you too, because Google Hangouts has lots of options as well, and and it's free. It's totally free.
I think Jay used to have those, or Craig used to do those after the webinars, but they're on so late here that I'm lucky to make a webinar, let alone stay up for the Hangout.
Yeah. So, yes, that's, I usually attend the, what is it, Craig calls it? The Labby after Wabby.
That's right, the Wabby Labby. The Labby Wabby?
Or Labby Wabby, I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. So now, Vivek, what about you? Do you see any value here?
I don't really know. It's a case of we do have lots of options. It's a case of, I would say, what the customer wants, and if they are on this platform and I want to be communicating with them, then probably I would use this. Other than that, as far as I'm concerned, I have been using Google Hangouts and Gmail-based video calling, which is what Elena could use if she has a Gmail account.
Yes. Which she does have now because she joined my community. So.
Yeah, I have a Gmail account, right, and I have a Google Plus account, and so yes, Lowland, I'm part of your community as well. So
yes,
I'm halfway there.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say the major advantage with anything that is Google is you have a greater chance of getting indexed. I'm saying it with all caution.
Yes.
You have a chance of being indexed. I'm not saying you're guaranteed, but you have a chance.
Well, and of course, Vivek and I need to do a little bit of disclosure here. I teach people how to make use of all of the Google products, so I'm kind of biased. And Vivek is a Google ambassador, and so therefore he's a bit biased as well.
Yeah. I'm biased in the sense I also do a lot of Android development for the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So Android is Google, and Google gives me all those all different things. So
yeah, yeah, we're biased.
Yeah,
Paul,
you can say.
What about you? I mean, you said you've been in on one of these before, and I hear you. You're quite invested in the Appearian. But what about this? Do you see yourself ever using this, or can you see any value for your business? You're muted, by the way.
Sorry, Lolianne, are you talking to me?
No, I was talking to Paul.
Okay.
You're muted, Paul. Down in the left-hand corner. Mouse over. I think he's having a hard time finding the unmute button.
I don't
No?
think
I don't know. Has Sandy answered that question?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So it is 28 minutes after. So just for the benefit of this recording, I just want to thank you all for taking the time to join us in this little experimentation. And I do want to encourage anybody who's watching this to come to my Being Your Own CEO community on Google Plus, because now I've lost my train of thought because this thing just popped up that asked me to upgrade to Pro. How inconvenient could that be?
We need Paul to get rid of the sales breath.
Yes, we do. But
that smacks of sales breath.
Yes, it does.
When you're trying to do something, pop up a message.
That's right. But just before we close down, I did want to say that if you come to that community, then you get the opportunity to get to know what other people are doing and what their business is, and to connect with people, etc., etc. And I just really do want to encourage our viewers to go and find the folks that came onto this Zoom, find them and find out what they do, and consider doing business with them. That's what this is all about. And when we get over into my other hangout, we will talk a little bit more about and I'll be a little bit more formal there.
Yeah, I think before you hit the end record or end
Yes.
end thing, I think we must go to each of us need to copy the link.
Yes.
And then paste it in the browser.
Are you going to that right now, Lolianne?
As soon as I close this, give me about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, 5 minutes at least, so that I can get it open, and because there are a couple of steps that I need to take.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, Lolianne, the reason I was having trouble getting back in is I went to try something and sort of lost the screen and just had a little difficulty finding it again. That was a problem. So now that I know how to do it, it's not a problem, but it wasn't exactly intuitive. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
The other question I have for you is anybody here on a phone?
I'm just using an earpiece on my laptop.
Yeah, no, I was wondering if anybody came in on a tablet or a phone. Just no, eh? I was just
No.
curious to see how that works.
Well, and that's a darn good question. Whether how mobile friendly is this platform?
No, I think when they talk about the phone, I think they're talking about join the audio through the phone, which is,
yeah.
I think that probably is a hangover, leftover, or whatever from the webinar.
Teleconferencing.
Yeah, scenario where you have the webinar, somebody presenting something, and you can join them only by the phone. You can talk to them, but you won't be seen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have a business associate who uses this all the time. I'm pretty sure he's done broadcasts from his Samsung phone. So I was asking if anybody came in on their phone.
No.
That's not positive, but I recall him having said that. So that may answer that question.
Okay, so this is Lowell Ann. It's time for me to stop broadcasting. Lowell Ann signing off. And please, with a reminder to please do find me on Google+. Thank you for joining me now, and we'll see you over there. Bye for now.